If I ask you right now if you can run 26 miles or not, most people would say no, unless you're trained for a marathon, obviously. But if I tell you your child needs a life-saving medicine, and the only way to get it is to run 26 miles, now can you do it? I bet your ass you will. And just like that, the only difference was the why, the reason behind that goal. The goal is the same. The how and what are the same. But the why made the most difference. If I ask you to learn French in 6 months, you would say no. But if I tell you your dream job depends on it, and I bet your ass you will figure out a way to learn French in 6 months. So this is the end of Q1 2025, and this is a good time to reflect about your life, about your future. And here's a favorite thought experiment of mine. It's similar to how Sartre describes the thrownness, or in German he says Geworfenheit. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but it essentially means, you know, the feeling you're almost thrown into this world. Here you are, you're alive, you're a human being, you are 28 years old, you've lived this kind of life, and there's the rest of your life waiting for you. And it's full of possibilities, right? It's a blank piece of paper. And the most important question is, how do you want to spend the rest of your life? Where do you want to be in your life? For a lot of people, there are some answers that seems to be quite obvious. More money, more success, attractive partner, building good habits. These are all valid goals. These are amazing. But these are essentially the destinations we want to go. These are the targets. These are the what we want to accomplish. And a lot of people also focus on the how. How do you make more money? How do you be more successful, etc. But I do think we don't spend enough time on the why. Nietzsche said, who he knows why can bear any how. And that makes sense. If I ask you right now if you can run 26 miles or not, most people would say no, unless you're trained for a marathon, obviously. But if I tell you your child needs a life-saving medicine, and the only way to get it is to run 26 miles, now can you do it? I bet your ass you will. And just like that, the only difference was the why, the reason behind that goal. The goal is the same. The how and what are the same. But the why made the most difference. If I ask you to learn French in 6 months, you would say no. But if I tell you your dream job depends on it, and I bet your ass you will figure out a way to learn French in 6 months. And all I'm trying to get at is, if you have a strong enough why, then the impossible feels inevitable. You're gonna figure out the necessary steps to reach that goal, and you're gonna take those steps. This is the source of your unlimited motivation. This is the thing that's gonna propel you forward when you feel like giving up. As long as you're connected to this source, to this why, the reason behind you're doing these things. And the opposite can be true as well. If you don't know why you're doing that thing, and if you don't know how much it means to you, then your body's not gonna move. No matter how much you want yourself to want that thing, but if it's just a logical thing in your mind, there's something missing. You're just gonna ask yourself, why bother? Why do these things? What's the point? And that has been my experience, especially with more money and more success. This made me rethink about my life purpose and goals in general. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to make more money. I'm just saying you need to find a bigger reason, a bigger why to make more money. For example, to me, I value financial security. I value being able to provide for my family and the people I'm close to. I value great life experiences, and these require money. So that's why I'm more motivated to make more money. And one of my other goals is to be more social and invest in my dating life. And this is one of those things that's kind of overlooked. But to me, finding the perfect life partner means a lot to me. Think about it. You're gonna wake up next to that person every morning. You're gonna see her face, her presence, her scent, her tone of voice. If you find the right person, then she can remind you that life can be an art form. Her warmth can make you feel at home. Her laughter can make you feel full. Her presence, her energy. A life partner can make you or break you. A life partner isn't just someone you live with. It's someone who co-authors your life's story. She can lift you higher than you've ever imagined, or she can slowly erode your spirit with criticism, coldness, and disconnection. For all these reasons, if you can find the right life partner, it's invaluable. Your life doesn't have to be just something functional. It could be poetic, it could be deep, beautiful. Do you realize how beautiful your life can become with the right people in your life? And this makes me more motivated to actually work on myself and to build a character, a loving, confident, playful, masculine character. I can be the kind of person who deserves this kind of beauty, this kind of beautiful woman in my life. And it's not just that. It is my responsibility to be a good role model to my audience, to my nieces and nephews, and to my future child. I want my kid to look at me and be in awe of my character. Wow, that is amazing. That is so hardworking. That is so intelligent. He's so loving. He's so playful. And I want him to say, or her to say, that I learned how to love from that. I learned how to be disciplined from that. I learned how to enjoy life from that. Dad taught me all these things. So this is how much building character means to me. It means so much to me to become this kind of person, so that I can build this life full of beauty and aliveness, full of abundance, full of vigor. And I want you to ask the same for yourself. For each of your goals, ask yourself, how much does it mean to me and why? Because if you can answer that question with full intensity, then nothing's gonna stop you.